obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean, and
Yeah,
she does butt stuff that nobody else would do for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
All right,
You mean my dick actually can't fit in your ass?
we're recording.
Oh, I thought we were live.
Sorry, I'm on fucking Obama net.
I can't. We already went over that.
I can't watch my beautiful face. Son of a bitch.
Son of a whore.
How will people know we exist if we're not doing it live?
Can I start this or?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I've been trying to start this.
Sorry, go ahead.
Teddy and Ashtray won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
we're here for you.
I've been helping him. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Love you,
In this
Teddy.
episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss hate music. We infect an entire classroom of children with salmonella, and as usual, we bring ourselves to the brink of orgasm, only to find out there is no homeless man, and the buffet we were promised is only a fucking can of beans and a couple of fruit roll-ups.
Those lions.
With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle. Oracle only hates one thing, chinchillas. Not sure why, but it's obvious he hates them with a fucking passion.
Because they spray piss fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I fucking hate them. Next to him is the fluffy teddy bear. A lot of people don't know this, but Teddy is actually a MAGA rapper. His stage name is called Fifi Prince.
I told you that in confidence, you son of a bitch.
We've also got a soot-covered Ashtray. Ashtray was once a misguided youth fronting the skinhead punk band Hitler's Harem. He has found his way to the light, however. Now he just hates Jews.
Yeah.
Last and least, I'm the Mystic. I don't necessarily seek out hate music, but since I hate all of humanity, it just sort of finds me. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Boom.
All right.
Hate music. Oh.
So when you guys think hate music, what do you think of? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
The first thing that comes to mind is a Boondocks episode in my mind.
Okay.
Y'all ever seen that cartoon? Y'all ever seen the cartoon Boondocks?
Yeah, I've seen the cartoon.
There's a black guy, and his name is Uncle Ruckus. There's an episode where he's a black guy who hates all black people. He met a guy called Johnny Rebel, and they made all this racist fucking like country music. Like, don't trust them niggas over there. It's a whole thing they did on the show.
Yeah, we're gonna go. That's actually probably from real life situations. We're gonna go over that.
It's based off.
Okay, so
but first,
what do you think?
Let's not forget about Dane County Humane Society.
Yeah.
That's right.
Weekly benefit event for the Dane County Humane Society. This one.
God bless them.
An old ass dog, 105-year-old dog, Daisy, right?
Oh yeah, Daisy, fucking Daisy. Dirty dog Daisy,
fucking
dirty dick Daisy.
Yeah. Did we lose battery power again in someone's controller? Because Daisy.
I'm here.
Oh, why aren't you talking about Daisy?
Because
where am I going to get a word in? Big dog.
It just sounded like Oracle was clawing for straws about like what the dog's name was, and I was waiting for you to say.
I forgot Daisy's name.
Dipshit Daisy.
Dirty dick Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
Daisy's like, I can't hear, fool.
Daisy doesn't know where the fuck she is right now. She's just fucking kill me.
She's just glad she can still hold her bowels.
All right. So hate music in recent years has they've seen a decrease according to who wrote this? What's the SPLC? It's a Southern Law Practice.
Poverty Law Center.
Yeah, Poverty Law Center. That's it. So, starting in the early '80s, skinhead racist punk bands were basically the first. Like that's where people really saw like hate music come to like. An international and national stage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Nazi punk bands, was that as early as the 70s? Or would that be kind of 80s?
I think that was 80s. Early 80s, maybe late 70s too. We'll go over, country is a lot
That's
more.
Right. That's where she started.
yeah, basically. But we're gonna talk about recently though, black metal. National Socialist black metal has become like the poster child.
Yes.
For racist fucking rhetoric in music.
I've heard about that. A lot of these Proud Boys listen to that shit. So
yeah,
like fucking black metal, like Norwegian style black metal. Yeah. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, straight up black metal. Yeah,
can't even understand what they're saying.
This sentence is fantastic. For the third year, this whole paragraph, the American Defense Skinheads, which is listed under the racial skinhead category of SPLC's hate map, held hate music concerts in Pennsylvania that featured racist skinhead bands, new and old. These concerts attracted perhaps a few dozen attendees.
What?
And took place in April and September. Yeah, that's literally what we're talking about. A few dozen attendees.
It's kind of like that one with the guy who did the "Do you sound like a duck when you fuck?" and the skinhead was going up and dangling his wiener.
Yeah.
Like it was just like one of those shows. There's 10 people there.
But those are who showed up. Right? What about the people who they had to get this venue because they had to be popular enough, right? What about the people who listen to kind of music?
Necessarily, they can just.
They could be basement shows.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I thought because they had like a some kind of following that they were popular enough. Well,
and it could just be one bar too. You remember that movie we watched called Green Room?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was pretty good.
Where it was just that skinhead bar out in the middle of nowhere. It could just be one of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where
I bet that kind of shit exists.
Right.
Yeah, out in Appalachia.
So there's also a recent trend of small gatherings featuring a range of subculture music styles, also co-opted by racists, including electronic, industrial, black metal, neo-folk, noise, and so-called hatecore.
Neo-folk?
So in Maryland, actually, is one of the biggest ones. In March of this last year, they had one with a few hundred attendees. So, woo. So yeah, that's where hate music is that we think of as hate music. The reason I thought of this subject is because I watched a Vice documentary about MAGA Rap.
Yeah, you told me about
Make America Great Again rap, which is a legit thing. It is horrible. Like as bad as you think this music is, it's worse. It is fucking so bad. Like, and they think
do you have a
good.
video?
That's the part that bothers me. You can, no, I put the Vice documentary video. I can probably find you a video. Hold on.
Just a little clip. I'd like to, I guess I'm not really, I'd like to hear a little snippet of this.
I'll find this, dudes. I forgot his fucking name, though. Fuck, what was it? Hold on. When I get to it, I'll pull one out there. We're not going to talk about that shit yet. Also, since 2014, Ukraine actually has had one of the largest. It's an event called Asgadre Fest. I don't know what that means.
I've heard about this. Yeah,
it's that's black metal basically.
Yeah.
They don't do it now because of Russia. But yeah. So and also Mexico, Chile are actually like big black metal racist fucking like enclaves in the world for these motherfuckers. That's so weird to me.
You heard about the Mexican versus USA soccer match being called because of like Mexicans are screaming racial slurs against racial slurs and homophobic slurs. Yeah, it happened like last year and 2 years ago when they stopped the match early because like the Mexican fans are just, I remember one year the Mexican fans were banned from coming to a match because the last for one of qualifying matches they were yelling like homophobic slurs and racial slurs to people. Yeah.
So it decided to be racist.
It happened again this year when they had to call a match early because the Mexican fans were just yelling out shit. So I can now that you're talking about like hate music, I kind of see that.
There we go.
Because they don't like homosexuals and stuff. So
internet's back up, stream's going. We're going live.
So
oh shit, were you running the speed test till it got the fucking in the clear? Oh shit, now I can see my
let's do it.
Hot tits live.
I'm trying to
roll it.
Okay, so some background. In the early 80s, what Ashtray was talking about before, I guess it started in the early, this one says the early 80s. It revolved around an English band, this punk fucking skinhead culture, a band called Screwdriver, spelt with a K, SK, Screwdriver. led by the late Ian Stewart Donaldson, whoever the fuck that was.
Some wanker.
Yeah, so through the
Fucking
80s and
wanker.
90s, it, obviously Nazi fucking, it created hundreds of different of hate bands, blah, blah, blah. There's an actual list here today of hate bands hate labels that operate in the United States. Wisconsin has one.
Awesome.
Can you imagine where it is? Can you guess? Just guess where.
Kenosha.
Nope. No Madison.
Milwaukee.
Nope. Wausau.
Really?
I should have guessed Wausau.
Yeah. Wausau, Wisconsin. It is called Winter Solace Productions. I looked at their website. I don't know that I'd recommend it because it's just basically it looks like they just redistribute racist black metal.
Like they don't have any acts or local bands.
They might. I didn't see their website is also janky as fuck, and I didn't want to fucking. I wasn't gonna pull it up on my computer. Fucking.
You know, one of those black metal
shit.
viruses.
You go there for the hate. You don't go there for the fucking
Yeah, right.
You don't go there for the
website consolidation. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a well put together racist site. I love this place. Yeah, that's how I go there.
Okay, so this right here, God, fuck at this fucking website, dude. Holy shit!
Got the link.
Hate this shit.
This jankety site.
No,
okay.
I don't have the link.
All right, let's bring up fucking Winter Solace.
Yeah,
get flagged by the fucking FBI.
We are already flagged.
I have to.
You got a black guy.
Look at this one.
It's got to be
awesome.
Okay, at some point.
Holy shit!
Wow, Mick's having an aneurysm over there. His internet is really fucking him in the ass. You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah, it's like a.
No, I said that because you won't shut the fuck up.
So on Winter Solace, their logo is like an upside down ankh that looks like a fucking
noose.
Well, they are racist.
I want to see the photo gallery.
I want to see the photo gallery.
Let's see here. Let's go to the web store.
Ooh, there we go. We see some album covers.
Damn, this is this is like some 1992 shit here.
Yeah, it's a horrible website.
Huh. Pretty bare bones.
Okay, so let's go some other. Let's talk about country music now, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy's neck of the woods there in Nashville.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
See, he complains about us talking, and then he just
Yeah, because my internet's being a fucking piece of shit.
Oh
but
no!
Then when it starts working,
trying to fill in the dead air.
You're fucking talking.
God.
Fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, I forget.
So during the 1940s and 50s, changes also occurred in the music recording industry that allowed regional recording companies to form across the United States. So basically, shit got cheap enough that they could record, stuff. It's not like today, obviously, where you can sit at your fucking computer and record the shit, but like it was cheap enough that they could do it in Biloxi, Mississippi, and not New York City. You know what I'm saying? So like
Shreveport, Louisiana, where like racist folks live.
Exactly. Yeah. So like
even racists could afford equipment.
So the struggles waged by Black Americans to attain economic dignity and racial justice provided one of the ugliest chapters in country music history.
Oh, wow.
An outpouring of racist records on small labels, mostly from Crowley, Louisiana, which lauded the Ku Klux Klan and attacked African Americans in the most vicious of stereotypical terms. The artists often adopted pseudonyms, and some of their music was highly confrontational, making explicit use of racial epithets, stereotypes, and the threats of violence against civil rights activists. So cartoonish imagery associated with jigaboos. Lyrics warned of white
jigaboos, is that
African Americans.
Jigaboos, the people who follow what do you call
it? It's a racial slur for black people. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, shit. What was the term for the insane clown posse? Juggalos.
Just a bunch of jigaboos out there going to their concert.
Ashtray just want to say jigaboos 7 times before he got it. That's all it was.
Oh, look.
Go to an ICP concert, just start calling
Hey,
them
jigaboos.
You fucking jigaboos.
So,
my jigaboos.
My jigaboos. Reb Rebel Records in 1966. You've heard of these guys, Teddy?
Yeah, remember I said about that cartoon? This one of the guys, Johnny Rebel, who made this music. It was from that show was based off of that guy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So J.D. Miller created a niche record label for his company, the defiantly segregationist Reb Rebel Records. It was arguably the most notable of the racist country music record labels. They released only 21 singles and 4 segregationists only. An album of its 10 best-selling songs, 4 of which were Johnny Rebels. The label's first single, Dear Mr. President, referring to then-President Lyndon B. Johnson, it sold more than 200,000 copies.
Damn.
Which, I guess, think about it, like, it's 66. Like, there's got to be a lot of racist fucking motherfuckers down there. And where was this? Where did he start this? Oh, it doesn't even say. Wow. Anyway, Johnny Rebel, the pseudonym that Cajun country musician Clifford Joseph Trahan used on racist recordings issued in the 1960s, became the forefather of white power music. And I've actually heard people like Phil Anselmo talk about Johnny Rebel and fucking what's his face, David Allan Coe, and shit as being like inspirations for his fucking music. And that dude's dropped the fuck. Yeah, that dude's he's a Nazi.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten some heat.
So Johnny Rebel's 6 singles, 12 songs altogether, frequently used the racial epithet nigger, obviously. That's their go-to, and often voiced sympathy for racial segregation and the Ku Klux Klan, such as the first B-side, Cajun Ku Klux Klan. That's the name of a song. And that's another thing. These songs are fucking horribly named. Wait till we get to MAGA Rap. Like, the names of these songs are just fucking crazily stupid. So anyway, from there on, obviously it's lessened over the years. I don't think there's too many people in the country music world that are creating these things anymore, and if they are, it's very underground.
Well, I mean, I kind of disagree. You say that these bands they might have just a dozen or so people show up, but there are more people listening to their music than we think they are.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But those people don't have the courage to show up when it comes to the concert time. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. So
this right here, actually, I think Ashtray might have been right. What'd you say that thing was called? The Punk Front? So in 1978 in Britain, the White Nationalist Front, the NF, had a punk-oriented youth organization called the Punk Front.
I've heard of a number of
white. It was basically just a group of white power punk bands, such as the Dentists. That was the name of a white power punk band. The Dentists.
Is it because teeth are white? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know. Events, Tragic Minds, and White Boss. Yeah. So that's a little history about the old school hate music. Let's talk about some new school hate music and this awesome MAGA rap that's come up lately. The fuck was that guy's name?
I don't know.
I'm thinking about talking to myself. I'm looking at this Gawker article. It's in here somewhere.
It's in here somewhere.
Daisy.
His name was Daisy.
Yeah, that's his name.
15-year-old dog.
That's his name right there.
Racist fucking dog.
So, okay, one of the guys' name is actually Bez Believe. Bezz Believe. But the dude I'm thinking of is Forgiato Blow. Forgiato Blow. I'm gonna look that up.
Blow.
He's got to have he's got to have a video.
Sounds like a sexual innuendo. Forgiato Blow.
Actually, you know what? I think he's banned off fucking YouTube.
Well, I can see why. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, if you can read
okay.
a
Never mind. Here
Gawker
we go.
article.
Mayor of Magneville. That's the name of his channel.
Mayor of Magneville?
Yeah, Mayor of Magneville. He released a song 13 hours ago. Let's share it. 5.8 thousand views. It's called Sweetheart Deal.
Where do you have this?
Put that on
I'm putting it in our messenger thing.
Oh.
Oh, it's a 5,800 views.
Yeah.
'Ooh.
6,000 views in
Put 'em over
13
here.
hours.
Bring this shit up.
Must be nice. Must be nice when you dance.
Who's that dude in the fucking thumbnail? Is that Aaron Rodgers in the left corner?
Probably. He's total racist.
Multiple fed cases and you ain't get fed time. It's a two-tier justice system. I would have served. My daddy ain't the president. So the feds ain't gonna slap me on my wrist. This is pure corruption, a political witch. It's a cover-up. Trump warned us.
Look at that truck.
I know what you do to get money. You help Sleepy Joe sell out our country.
Is that a fake vending machine? It looks like it.
Did you say Joe's son smokes crack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
believe
smoke
it's
crack.
powdered cocaine.
You smoke crack and tell me you don't like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that dude smokes crack.
Ha. When you got tattoos like that on your face, you're definitely smoking crack.
Lock her up. That's right. That's right. 4 more years, baby. I feel you, my dude.
What is that vending machine? A cell phone cases in the back? That would be a fucking MAGA thing. We sell fucking cell phone cases. Got all these Motorola razors.
I don't know that I can handle it.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to kill like 5 white people.
This guy
All
got
right.
banned
Now,
from
now I understand. I get the context.
And that wasn't even like, that was actually, it had like an okay fucking musical
value.
beat to it. Yeah, like usually it's that shitty ass like rap that they do now with the hi-hat, the little digital hi-hat and the fucking yeah, it's like, but so there's that guy, there's that Best Believe dude who is fucking just as deeply as horrible. There's a black dude, I forgot his name, but he's like completely transphobic and
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
like
I want to hear this guy.
Yeah.
but like
man, because being honest, when I hear you talk about like hate music and things, the only hate group if when it comes to black people, I thought they'd be like Nation of Islam kind of guys, like rapping about.
Oh no, this dude is like, he's a Christian and he's super fucking hardcore, like conservative.
Right.
And
So I mean,
he's fucking all over the. I forgot his name. It's in that fucking documentary. Watch.
I bet
It's
that's
actually a
pretty
really
fertile
interesting Vice documentary.
ground right now because Christian
Oh,
rock
it
is
is.
fucking gigantic, right?
Well, and this one dude said that the black guy, he was like, yeah, I made about $250,000 last year. And he releases songs once a week. You know what I mean? He
Damn,
just
dude.
like makes his own fucking dude. It's
Holy
insane.
fuck.
I guess if you
How
keep
much
getting
these
the
people
views.
are sucking this fucking shit up. Yeah, and then we're talking like that Forgiato Blow. We're talking, 50, 60,000 views. I mean, he's got to be monetized decently.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Good thing
this
we don't
dude's
have to
got
deal
a
with that kind of
gigantic
pressure.
Ford truck with American flag and Trump's head like muraled all over it. It's fucking awesome.
And 47.
If you
written on
watch
it.
that Vice documentary, it's actually really good and it's funny as fuck because these dudes like this reporter used circular logic twice to fuck with these guys and they just didn't understand that she was fucking with him. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And
Is
then,
Vice still
and then at the
making-
end-
Oh, is this the chick that kind of
making
looks slightly
documentaries?
nerdy, slightly hot, and she's always
Yeah.
like good at getting in with the races? Because she was there at Charlottesville when they were walking with the torches.
Yep.
She's one of the only reporters that was there with them.
Yeah, and she at the end she like told she told the transphobic and homophobic guy that she was gay, and that dude's face like instantly went from like, I'm cool with you to like, fuck you, you dumb bitch. Like, I don't understand how you could, like, she even said it. She's like, how does that change anything
Right.
that we were talking about before? And he's like, oh, and then he's like, I really don't think you know that you're gay. Like, you're not gay.
Right? Because he still wanted to bang her.
And he's like, she's like, what? What?
He still wanted to bang her. They don't believe in lesbians.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's where hate music is going nowadays, man. I don't even think it's about the genre.
Wow.
It's about
that's
the message.
Weird.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's people who, like, in the documentary, there's old white country people that are listening to rap. You know damn well that's the only rap they listen to.
Right. Right.
And it doesn't matter about the genre. It's the message. And if that message was in black metal, like it is, or fucking punk, or whatever it is, that message is still being spread.
There's got to be some hate music reggae out there.
Can you imagine? Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah,
all across America.
I tell you about the black man, you know.
So this is a scenario that's playing out across America. You go over to, to your in-laws' house or something. They're like, hey, they're trying to be hip or something. They're like,
did you hear the new Forgiato Blow?
Yeah, I gotta show you something. Listen to this fucking awesome song.
Guy's a patriot.
Playing it, and then some fucking dumb fucks is like, oh my god, this is horrible. Get me the fuck.
It's just objectively bad music.
Yeah,
right.
Or it's like it'd be something where it's like your brother-in-law, from your new wife, or it's like,
right.
Check this out. It's like, oh fuck, Gary, don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked you, Gary, up until
Yeah, Gary,
I mean, Five-Finger Death Punch is
sports.
bad enough, but now we gotta deal with fucking Forgiato Blow.
I forgot about.
So when I first went to go meet my my first wife's family in Colorado, she warned me that they only watch like Fox News and shit, and they played Fox News like 24 hours a day. Was Fox News.
Yeah,
sure
that would warp somebody's brain.
Were they
pretty
not?
hardcore.
She wasn't their favorite daughter after that, was she?
Oh no, bro! I make the joke all.
Black guy.
I make the joke all the time. That I was like, I know her family wasn't racist because they kept wanting her to have a grandkid. And I was like, I've never met a bunch of white people who wanted me to sleep with their white daughter or granddaughter so much. Yeah. And like they were okay with like when you're having kids, when you're having kids. I'm like, hey, cool.
Right.
We're trying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my mom is racist.
Is that why she never comes in?
No, I don't think she's racist against black people. I think she doesn't like Mexicans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just the Mexican.
Like, I swear to God, when my sister married a Puerto Rican, and I swear to God, she was going to have a fucking heart attack. But, like, she just...
Is your sister still with the Puerto Rican?
No.
No.
Mom was right then.
Mom was right.
Yeah, right.
I told you those Puerto Ricans will leave you.
They're only good
So
for
anyway.
plantains.
Really good.
Maybe she was left by a Puerto Rican before she met your father.
Maybe. Oh, man. That would be a
So she's
story
not
right
racist.
there.
So she's just dealing with past
My
trauma.
name
And it's
could have been
manifesting.
Pablo.
Right. He gave her the
Anyway.
La Bamba.
That's hate speech. You guys ever been around some hate music? Hate speech at all?
The only thing I heard about it was, like I said, that episode which I posted in our Facebook chat thing. That episode, if you want to watch it.
I don't think so. I mean, fuck. Don't get too far in Madison as a hate band. Or like you might sound like you're mean.
Well,
but-
I've never seen a hate band or anything, but I knew this dude. I don't even know his. Oh no, Jeremy Weinfurter. Weinfurter? I think that's his name. Jeremy Weinfurter. We called him Swine.
Oh, I can see why.
Didn't know this at the time, but he was a straight up fucking skinhead. And I was hanging out with him because Aaron, my buddy, was like hanging out, and he didn't know he was a skinhead either. But we like went to this dude's house, and he just started playing like some David Allan Coe, like some old country and shit, and like it's like niggers this and niggers that, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'm like looking around, and I'm like, holy fuck, this dude is a straight fucking skinhead. I swear to God, like there's
Right. He had like Nazi
shit in his
flags
house.
and
There
shit, or
there
what?
wasn't Nazi shit, but it was just like.
Oh, that stuff was
Like
in the
I'm
fucking
white and
closet.
I'm proud type
I'm
of
sure he
shit. You
had
know
it.
what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure he had it, but like.
Did he have a fucking Confederate
But at
flag?
the same time, no. But at the same time, this dude was scary because he was a fucking black belt in Taekwondo, and he was a fucking unhinged psychopath which I found out a lot later because we got into a fight with this other dude. And I just watched him fucking not murder him, but like he hit this guy so fucking hard that the dude's head hit the ground before the rest of his body did. Like it was fucking nuts. I saw him like, all right, I can't hang out with this guy anymore. I'm gonna go to prison.
This guy's gonna
we do this shit.
I'm gonna be an accessory to something.
Right, yeah. And then the whole racist thing happened. I was like, you know what?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Now we can.
Now we can.
Okay, just make sure my internet's messing up a little bit, so I'm just making sure.
Fucking everybody's internet. What's going on here?
My internet's doing fine. I'm looking at
the white man knows talking about hate music, and they don't want us to finish.
That's
Ashtray's
right.
got titties on one screen.
Yep, titties on one screen, interrupting on the other.
I'm just curious about this.
All over the place.
The racist black metal. I can't understand black metal lyrics. Like, what the fuck are they even saying during these songs?
Yeah, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. And it's not even just black metal. I was watching this thing. There's like that fucking that thing in Ukraine. It was like a little documentary about that.
Mm-hmm.
While I was at work, which I probably shouldn't have been doing on a work computer, but it was like, I mean, I wouldn't consider them black metal. There were some bands that sounded like Behemoth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some bands that sounded like fucking just Cannibal Corpse, where you can't fucking understand a goddamn thing that's going on.
Right.
But like, you know, for the most part, yeah, it was pretty Norwegian black metal-y. Just
right.
Fucking slow, dirgy, fucking, you know, they're like, nigger. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like, and it may not even be racist against black people. Like it might be like they just hate Jews or something.
If you're saying nigga,
I
racist.
didn't know. I don't know if they were. What I'm saying is I couldn't tell what they were saying because it's fucking black metal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some of
that's the
stuff
easiest way to be a fucking racist band is have your lyrics so fucking hard to understand.
Hard to understand, and nobody tells you.
I mean, this stuff is pretty blatant or whatever, but I wonder, because things get thrown out all the time about like, oh man, this is fucking racist, and maybe it is racist or whatever, but maybe they don't even understand what fucking black metal is. You know, people thought the satanic panic and all that shit. I have no fucking idea. Maybe it's racist as fuck. I don't know. But
I think black metal is very nationalistic. I don't know that it's necessarily like racist against any race. It's racist against anybody who's not Nordic. Like they are so fucking nationalistic
that's a form of racism.
That's why they hate Christians. Like Christians,
yeah, that's right. They burn churches
2,000 fucking years ago, and they're burning down 600-year-old churches in protest of it. Dude, that shit happened. You weren't even alive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're just crazy.
Just something they can bitch about.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, that's our shit. Let's move on to the what's sexy? Oracle Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
That's still around?
Yeah, it's still around.
Yeah, it's all like 318 or some shit, yeah.
So I got ESPN Plus to watch F1 races, and I don't know. It's like, well, I'm paying $10 a month for this fucking thing.
Watch something else.
Right, and then when I'm not working on goddamn floors or bursting pipes or whatever, I like to have a bowl of ice cream and watch men beat the fuck out of each other.
Oracle, do you have Hulu or Disney Plus?
I do have Disney Plus, I think.
You can get Hulu bundled with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus for like $15. That's what I did.
But it's with commercials.
Fucking cancel.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, with commercials?
I'm just letting you know. So
all right. Well, anyway, so I saw this thing on there. I watched it, an American Gladiators documentary, which was pretty interesting.
Which is pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good, yeah.
Nice.
What's that, on Netflix?
On ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus.
And then there was this Ultimate Fighter, which has been around for fucking forever. Yeah. It's the reality show where they get these like upstart people, getting them together
You're talking about the reality show where they pit one fighter has a team, the other fighter has a team.
Like the MMA,
yeah.
One coach against another coach.
Right,
thought
another
UFC,
coach.
like
So they have these teams,
battles,
and I mean,
that's a reality show.
Right, and these people are just, they are, maybe they've been fighting in fucking whatever leagues, or I don't follow UFC that closely or anything. So I decided to give it a shot. And McGregor is one of the coaches, and this other guy, Chandler, who I was not aware of at all. I don't follow it, but I guess he's really good.
He's on the show Friends.
Yeah, he seems really fucking good. Anyway, they have the so McGregor, he took all like the new guys, the up and coming guys, and Chandler, he's got like the guys that got cut from the UFC previously, and they're coming back.
Looking for a comeback.
Yeah, they're looking for a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
And it's really good fucking TV. It's really interesting because, they'll do like the training stuff, but they'll also kind of go into the personal lives of the fighters, and they'll
My mother's blind.
Yeah,
my father was a peg leg.
They'll
do this for my cousin.
They'll go kind of into their personal lives a little bit, where they're coming from and everything. And I've got to say, Conor McGregor is a complete fucking like savage asshole, but he is the most attentive coach and cares about these upstart guys. Like, it's kind of amazing. It's just like, holy shit, this guy's like super fucking invested and really cares about these fucking guys coming in the UFC. It's really interesting because I would not expect that at all from Conor McGregor. But yeah, I've actually been enjoying it. I'm 3 episodes in. It's actually pretty good. I'm not somebody that follows the UFC, but it's good TV. So, I don't know. Check it out.
Word him up, dog.
That's all he needs.
All right. Next up is Teddy, Science Center with my son, and weed.
Today I was trying to hang out. My son has a friend he wants to hang out with, and I was trying to get him today, but he was with his mom instead of his father. So I had to get to pick him up and hang out with my son. So I took my son to the Adventure Science Center. I ate about I thought I ate 60 milligrams, but I actually ate about 75. Because my math is wrong. I was counting wrong.
I'm a stoner and my math was wrong.
It was fucking. I've taken him to. We haven't been in Adventure Science Center in probably about 4 years, because it doesn't really, the things.
Hold on, what is this place?
The Adventure Science Center. It's a place you take your kids. They have a bunch of places you can learn about science. They have
So it's like Discovery World.
Yeah, Discovery World. Yeah. So it's science. They have one thing about sound. You can. They have one cool exhibit where they have these little styrofoam balls in different tubes of different lengths, and as you change the frequency, those styrofoam balls will go to that wavelength. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh,
they have
cool.
They have other things. They have other things there you can do. They have a bee place you can go to and check out. They have a bunch of stuff you can do. It's a science center, and I've taken them there almost every year. But we stopped like 3 or 4 years ago because like they didn't change things very much. And so this time he wanted to go with his friend, but I couldn't pick him up, so I decided to take him. And I took about, like I said, like 75 milligrams, and it was fucking awesome. It was just so much fun. And I kept trying. I was like, son, we need to go to the planetarium because they have a planetarium there. I was like, look, we need to go watch a planetarium show. And he's like, I don't want to do that. It's 30 minutes. I'm like, son, trust me, it'll be so fucking awesome. But he wouldn't do it. So I'm like, it's fine.
Dude.
It's fine.
Oh my God, you're awesome, Teddy.
So what do you mean? I am awesome. I mean, so anyway,
I'm sorry. I was gonna compare you to in Half Baked. You're the fucking teacher that gets arrested. Like where he's like, you guys might think that having a weed head with a bunch of kindergarten kids is a bad thing, but he does wonders for those kids' self-esteem. Like that's exactly what Teddy is. He's like, yeah son, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Like my problem, right? My son right now has a problem. Like
I'm just too much of an asshole to do.
I joke around a lot, and my son's like, people are watching. I'm like, fuck those people. I don't know those people. You don't know those people. Like that picture that I showed you all with the bones and stuff. I was like, we're taking a picture. He's like, no, people are looking. I'm like, who fucking cares about those people? Enjoy it, and like you have fun as long as you're not hurting anybody else. or or interfering with anybody else. If you're having fun, you have fun. Don't care if don't anybody else stop your fun. Is what I'm trying to get through them right now.
Right.
And it was
Especially when you're robbing banks.
yeah, especially Rob Mix. So
He's
it
half
was
white,
just,
so he's allowed to do that shit.
oh, so it was just a fun day with my son at the time. So we went and had some ramen at one of my favorite places downtown.
Nice.
It was a cool day. So just hanging out with my son. It was awesome. Went to the pool. It was a cool day. So I love being a dad. Happy Father's Day to everybody who's watching the show, and Mystic and Oracle. If I didn't tell you guys, Ashtray, you can't have kids.
I was a cat daddy.
Nobody fucking watches this show. Anyway.
Oh, there's people watching.
Travis, he's a dad.
Ashtray playing on the big stage.
So, DJing my friend's wedding.
Damn. Holy fucking
Saturday.
shit. Jesus
Yes.
Christ. What the fuck?
It's the you've been to the Orpheum Theater, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oracle has. And I've DJed weddings at the Orpheum Theater. But usually it's done in the lobby where they have like the bar. Or even if you look down at this bottom photo, you can kind of see down on the lower level.
Is this a picture from the wedding you were at? Is what I want.
No, this is just a promo picture of the space.
Oh, I thought
that was a wedding you did.
No.
Oh, yeah,
it's coming
dude. I was
Saturday.
like, holy fuck.
Damn, Ashtray, get it.
You can see that table in the back, the DJ booth down on the bottom floor there. Like that's where you like normally. So I'm going over with my friends because this isn't through my regular company, and they're like asking me, how long I need for sound check. I'm like, it won't take too long for, once I get my PA set up. And they're like, no, like because we're having a live band beforehand play, and so the husband or fiance, he's worked in the IT department for Frank Productions since like before they were bought out by Live Nation. So now Frank Productions, like they run the whole Orpheum. And he's like, yeah, we're having our sound crew is hooking you up into the theater.
That's
so like,
awesome.
Oh shit!
I'm like, wait.
PA?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, whoa, that changes everything.
Dude,
like, I gotta show up for sound
That's
check.
like a big motherfucker. You're talking 3,000 watts.
Yes,
dude.
look at those fucking speakers up there.
Yeah,
in that top
that's
picture. It's
fucking
like,
big.
Yeah.
oh,
You're talking 25 to 50,000 watts.
Damn.
yes, that's where
thing's
I'm like, well, this changes everything. Like, I gotta show up for sound check like early and fucking
Hell
make sure
yeah, dude.
everything. But fuck, man, yeah. So wish me luck, boys. It'll be the biggest, like, probably be the biggest stage sound system I
You should rock a tuxedo, is what you should do.
What I should do, but
Like
I will say from he dresses nice for his weddings that he has to do.
thank you, Teddy.
And I've got pictures of Ashtray fucking like put. It's funny. My wife, me and my wife were going through our pictures. She's like, I've never seen a DJ who danced so much to his own music.
You damn right.
Yeah, especially when it's like
Mine-
100 degrees out.
It was,
Look,
but you gotta
wasn't
exude
supposed
that
to be.
energy.
That's why we had it that early. Okay, it wasn't my fault. The food was my fault.
okay.
But no, my saying is that if your DJ isn't dancing to the music he's playing, how do you know he believes in what he's doing? It's like you create that fucking energy, but I'm gonna be up on that big sound system. So if there isn't enough energy, I'm just gonna turn it up.
Nice.
And there you go. Turn it up.
All right. Anyway, my what's sexy is at least it was fast. You dipshits in that fucking submarine.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 4 days, we thought about the horrors
Mm-hmm.
of what it would be like to fucking slowly die in a fucking capsule.
No, we debated
Other
last night,
rich
actually,
assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
are-
just saying. You know what I mean? Like at least I don't want anyone to suffer how stupid they are. No matter how dumb they are. So I mean, it was instant. They just got crushed to death.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but
Well, there was an interesting comparison to Democracy Now! Was like, well, compare the amount of resources and effort that went into this fucking rich billionaire submarine, and then like, oh, there's this boat of migrants trying to cross the fucking Mediterranean to Greece, and like
Right.
the fucking Greek Navy and Coast Guard just watches them fucking drown.
Right.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, and think about all the money, not just the money that those people spent to be on that thing, but think about, the Coast Guard was out there, the Navy. They had a fucking admiral. There was an admiral giving a fucking press conference. You know that dude didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, they're dead. See ya. I got a fucking fleet to take care of. Why am I here?
Yeah.
What is the depth? I did hear a lot of things about that submarine it was like
almost a mile down.
That's insane.
It was shoddily made. It wasn't like ready for those kind of depths.
To go that deep. I mean, well, fucking crazy.
It had been down there multiple times.
Yeah, it had made it multiple times. But they said the trip before that, somebody said that they had a leak, and that the leak probably wasn't taken care of, and because they were interviewing some dive specialist, and he's like, well, a little leak is going to turn into a big leak. And what's going to happen at that depth is it's just going to crush you instantly,
just boom.
Which is exactly what happened. They just went pop and fucking turned into a mist of fucking blood. Where sharks were like, "Hey, what's that over there?"
God, man. Well, that's what I wonder. Because it does that collapsing and implosion. But then usually the ends burst out where the where the fucking air comes. They're gonna haul that hunk of compressed metal up, and it's just it's gonna be full of fucking fragments and chunks.
Cake.
It's gonna be like
viscera.
Yeah, it's gonna be like opening up a can of tuna that somebody hit with a hammer first. Like,
God.
What a great visual.
It was a great analogy. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
That's fantastic. All right. Anyway, move on to the fuck what you think. Oracle, exploding pipes.
So I got my fucking pump working.
Which pump?
The
it's been
pump,
2 weeks.
Yeah, owning the house is great, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've got this pump that's kind of, I've got city water, but I also have this pump that pulls
like
up.
a well?
Yeah, I've got a well out in the garage.
Got a pump.
You have a well in your garage.
Yep. And it's got this whole elaborate fucking irrigation system that has been set up. And fire that beast up. And actually, it was working pretty well. I was watering the lawn with it. And yesterday, I'm like, okay, let's water the fucking, let's drain the water table like a fucking California farmer and water my fucking
think about it, it's going
lawn.
right back down to where the well's pumping
going back
out.
down, so it's all good. And I'm like, what the fuck? My sprinkler, it's just a little dribble here. What's going on? No, there isn't a kink in my fucking hoses. Go back, and water's just blasting out of the fucking pipe before it hits the hose. It just burst out of the side of it.
Is the pipe in your garage still, or is it outside of the house?
And it was in the garage, but there was like a basin underneath it, so it was okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. And then I mean, this stuff, it runs to the side of the garage, like.
Is it like a PVC pipe? What type?
There's PVC. This was actually copper that burst this time. The PVC, I tried to use on the side with spigot for a hose to run off the side of the garage. I'm like, okay, here we go. I started doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't have any pressure. I go inside my garage. It's just blasting on the inside of my garage, inside the wall. I'm just
getting
like,
your car all wet.
What the fuck? So, yeah. I mean, this stuff hasn't been used in a long time, obviously. So I'm gonna have to go through and fuck it. But the pump works. Pump works like a fucking
the
champ.
pump works.
Man.
You got that going for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's cheaper than
working like a champ.
Yeah, gonna have to deal with that.
Oh, that's shitty. I hated owning a house.
Yeah, right. Renting sucks too, but you don't have to fucking pay for that shit.
All right, Ashtray. They found the Titanic sub too fast.
Yeah, I was bitching along that same as like your was sexy. I was like, man, this is the kind of story they're gonna milk for a while, and it's like, burp, it's done.
Yeah, right. They're like, oh well, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
They died.
Man, why couldn't it turn into a mystery like the fucking MH837
Right.
fucking flight that just still is like, we found what, like 2 or 3 parts. Do you ever see actually the Netflix series on that?
Yeah, I actually watched that recently.
That was kind of crazy that there's that weirdo dude who's like, I just thought I'd start looking for pieces of the plane.
Yeah.
And I found 4 or 5 of them all over the world. It's like, man, all right, that's getting a little too conveniently coincidental. I could see why family members would think that fucking shit was all conspiracy. But anyways, yeah, fucking goddamn Coast Guard is too good this time. Netflix is like, shit, we could have milked this for a full miniseries. Now we got to make it into a 2-hour special.
Yeah, right. Well, and even like they could have fucking made. Can you imagine if they had found them? Like there was just an electrical problem. They're sitting down there and they found them.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Brought them up. And then you imagine the movies that would have been.
It would have been like
it,
those fucking soccer kids in Thailand that they
did. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking feel good movie of the year.
Yeah. Instead, they came out and they're like, they got turned into a fucking red mist at the bottom of the ocean. So.
Right. I mean, when they released the thing about the banging noise or the noises, I was like, holy fuck, are they actually gonna pull this off?
But no, it's funny because they were banging, but nobody knew Morse code, so they couldn't bang SOS or help us or whatever.
They should know fucking Morse code, but I do understand the point of like doing in 30-minute intervals, so it wouldn't be like, because they're hearing sounds there all the time. But imagine that they like did fucking run out of power or connection, and they're like banging to like Hope for Stoners hit, and because they're banging, that thing's like had that little leak. They fucking banged a little too hard. Boom.
Can you imagine?
Yes. They're like,
one dude hit it the last time, and it just went.
Right.
Yep. Just that last little shock that like weakened it atomically.
Yeah, that would
that pressure.
Dude.
It was kind of
like, Tommy, you're banging on the wrong thing.
Yeah, it was kind of weird though, because they're like a Canadian plane picked that up. It's like, how the fuck does that work?
Well, the plane dropped. The plane was actually relaying with sonar buoys.
Oh, okay.
That were in the water. That's how it got it.
All right. So Teddy doesn't have one. So
I do have one.
Well, I'll just we'll save it for last.
Yeah.
Are we still making Walking Dead shit, guys?
Oh,
I mean, I'm not talking to you
realize.
guys. I'm not talking to you guys. Yes, I saw an ad for it. I keep seeing it on YouTube.
There is a spinoff show.
Guy who played Negan. Yeah, there's like there's 2 of them.
There's 2 spinoff shows. There's one for Negan, the guy who played Negan. There's one for there's 3.
One for Daryl,
Yeah, one for
there's
one
3 too.
Yeah, there's one for the guy who played Negan. There's one for the guy who played Daryl, and there's one for Michonne and the white guy who started it all off. The sheriff, whatever.
Rick?
No,
I didn't know they had a show. I thought they were making movies for that.
It's Carl's dad. What's the guy's name? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's Rick. Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes. Yeah. So him and Michonne, they had a kid together and everything else. So there are 3 shows coming. One for the kid, one for Nick and Michonne or Rick and Michonne. There's one for Negan and one for Daryl. They're all coming.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, all spinoffs. Maybe
that is the dumbest shit. I can't, dude. How?
Maybe the Rick and Michonne is
stop
going to be
the zombie shit, people. Sorry, go ahead.
Zombies are never ending.
What's funny? The reason I stopped watching these shows is because it was called The Walking Dead. They never jogged, they never ran. So if you kept up a good pace, you could stay in front of the zombies. I don't get why. Really?
Well, I mean, what if you get injured or something, Teddy, or like
I get
surround you.
I get that, but before that, there were times on the show where there's one guy who either had to kill a baby or go outside the cabin and fight all these fucking undead.
Why'd they have to kill a fucking baby?
Because
damn baby is gonna grow up to be Hitler.
No, because there were 2 different factions. The black guy was part of the faction who wanted to save the baby. The other guy was part of a faction who were cannibals because food was scarce.
And babies are fresh.
This must have been in
Yeah,
one of
fresh.
the newer seasons.
It was like season 3 or 4 because I stopped watching after the
I
season.
don't remember that at all.
I couldn't make it through season 2.
He had to go outside the cabin to make sure the guy didn't shoot the baby, and then the guy so he went out with all the zombies, and then the one guy who was going to kill the baby brought the baby out because he heard silence and went outside. The minute he went outside, the black guy came back and killed him.
You don't need to waste a bullet on a baby. You can just smother them.
All right. Anyway, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
You could easily just step on a baby and it would end it.
Feed it to Daisy.
I don't recommend it.
Feed it to Daisy.
Yeah, right.
That racist
I'd throw it out there like I was Trump throwing a fucking paper towel roll to some Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? I'd fucking open the door and whip that fucking baby out there.
You now wipe your ass. Go get it, buddy.
Right. Anyway, Teddy, with something.
My fuck what you think is people when you get on the interstate, that long ramp you take to get down, you need to get up to speed. It is your responsibility to get up to speed, not the people on the interstate responsibility to get over and let you on. You need to use that track. You need to use that track of road to get up to speed. It's downhill. Most cars can get up to 65, 70 miles an hour in that downhill. Okay, to get on interstate to match the speed.
All cars can do that because it's designed that way.
Yeah. I'm trying to be helpful. Okay.
Yeah.
All cars can do that to get to 70 miles an hour or 55, whatever it needs to be to get onto the interstate.
They can at least get to 50, 55. And
right.
Jeez,
I am
what kind
so
of car
tired of getting. I'm so tired of getting on the interstate. For me to get on the interstate, I have 2 lanes to get onto the interstate, and then that 2 lanes merge into one, and then that merges into the main lane to get onto the interstate. I am so tired of being stuck behind people who are doing 45, 50 miles an hour. So goddamn tired.
You should somebody.
I would love to, but I'm black and I live in the South. I'm not going to win a court case.
They'll take kindly to you shooting people when you're black in the South.
I'm not going to win the court case. You need to speed up and match the interstate.
I love that the only fucking reason you're not shooting people is because
bro, every crime I commit, I have to think of 2 things. One is it so bad that I have to hire a lawyer? If it is, can I get off just with a lawyer? And if I have to have a jury of my peers, are you kidding me? Jury of my peers to get me off?
Your peers hate you.
People.
My peers are assholes. But I guarantee you that jury will be full of white people who send that nigga to jail.
Yeah, you're going to prison.
That's all I'm thinking about.
All right. Anyway,
now on that note, shoot your neighbors.
Yes, unless you're black within the law.
Go fuck yourself, Punxsutawney. That's our show. We're going to be here every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mystic.
I'm Oracle.
This is the Ashtray.
Oh. See, Ashtray got all flamboyant with it, and Oracle just slipped it right in.
Slipped in there. Boom.
Just like a little fucking snake.
Little snake in a sub.
And I'm Teddy telling you to buy gun insurance.
Yeah.
And this is the Red Eye Report. Buy gun insurance.
Okay, so here's the funny thing about
you're gonna be shooting people.
So